Hello and happy Friday. I'm Koi Warrior. Thank you for joining me for the special summer Friday edition of CNN 10. Today is Friday, June 13, and while you may be trying to avoid sidewalk cracks, black cats, or biking anywhere touristly spooky and unlucky day, I've got some news for you because did you know Friday the 13th may actually just be a big old school marketing scheme? You see, there's this long list of possible reasons why Friday the 13th is considered lucky, most of them from ancient history. One of the most common, the biblical account of Last Supper, where 13 people dined on a Friday just before Jesus was crucified. It then evolved into a notorious unlucky day in famous works of literature, folklore, and cinema. All these out of the Remember This Guy. But one group of people made it their mission to prove there is nothing to fear about the their calendar. In 1936, a group of 13 men in Philadelphia gathered at a local restaurant to celebrate all things quite unlucky, and the trend continued into the 90s. In Chicago, in New York, even London. They work on the letters with umbrellas opening doors. They smash the mirrors. They spill salt, trying to prove that we just fine. The groups were founded during the Great Depression, and members knew the press would be there, get their antics on cameras so that would create publicity, and for the restaurants gather spots they chose. Or like now that released, all of you know the main goal of the show to make it a conduit what's happening in the world around us. And our main goal is to that with no opinion, no slant, just fact. And that brings to the biggest news event out of US this week. Immigration protests in Los Angeles. Now let me be clear. The reason these protesters have taken to the streets are devices and encourage your discussions with your peers about the various reasons we'll start to lay out for you. Like I say in almost every show, my job as a journalist is to tell you what, letting you decide what you think. So, that being said, here's what's happening in Los Angeles this way. Under the U.S. Constitution, First Amendment guarantees the right of citizens to peacefully protest in public spaces and expression their views, as long as they stood without violence or disruption beyond the legal bounds. In this situation, while many protesters did express their concern peacefully, there is no doubt that the people be violent towards law enforcement and destructive to public and private to property. Over the next 2 nights, police officers began to respond to the demonstrations. CNN obtained videos of multiple instances that show protesters vandalizing buildings and cars and throwing objects at officers who used shields to protect themselves. Days later, a curfew put into place. Police say they've initiated mass arrests. A demonstrator refusing to lead downtown curfew zone. Police say they have arrested nearly 400 people since Saturday. In downtown vicinity, who you see behind 912 and advise California. What? They keep everybody who's showing this videos, exchange the what having. So something hits, and another. We have our mask, yes. Control is not been low in here. They made intense bursts of lights for use in flashy photography. Neon, helium, radon, or xenon. If you said xenon, say cheese. A sealed glass tube is first filled with xenon gas when a high voltage electrical discharge is passed through it. The gas is ionized, creating a big flash of light. Full British climbers have become the first to ascend Mount Everest for after using xenon gas to acclimate to the different environment conditions. Usually, climbers just spend time at the base of the mountain letting their bodies get used to the high altitude is thinner air. But this takes weeks or even months for the body to adjust. But this group of mountaineers, they were able to scale peak less than 5 days after leaving London. Animal and the zebra escaped from its owner at Christiana, Tennessee. He finally captured after almost more than a week. On the run at the final mission to recapture it looked more like a Navy SEAL military mission. They deployed helicopter, even drone. When the super duper striped type seeker was spotted in a pasture on a farm last weekend. 10 out of 10. Today's story getting a 10 out of 10. You've got to be kidding me. A stowaway kitten who is recovering after a 3 week journey at sea. Miss Calico was found inside a shipping container that arrived in Minnesota after a parrot 3 week trip from China. Local TV station reports the kitten was discovered when container arrived in the St. Paul suburb. It's incredible. She's really scared. I mean, I can only imagine 3 weeks in a container without food or water. Officials say the kitten was dehydrated, but it has since been recovering at a local humane center, which already has a foster home lined up for this fearless feline, which doesn't again friendly being called stowaway. Meow Dad. It's awesome. Alright, superstar, almost time to go away. Follow me at Colly Wire on social for an update about summer shows. Come on, very important. This Sunday is Father's Day, so write it note. Fire father figure his favorite candy bar. Just tell him you love him and thank you for all the love. Super, never years, summer gesture will go a long way. You're more powerful than you know. Play that Friday music, not air. Our shout out today go to Mr. Morgan and all friends at Bernie's Sprung Middle School in Marshfield, Massachusetts. Happy last day of school. Yes, please. And holy moly, Johnson Youth Center and Juneau, Alaska. Your art project is absolutely incredible. I love this one. Telling you the what, letting you decide what to think. And this one, shout out to my old NFL. Use that dude. What big old net. Listen, thank you for making us part of your day. And fun fact, did you know that a city in Broad and Juneau is larger than the state of Rhode Island? The more you know. Got knocked down 10 times stand-up CNN 10. And this one? Oh yeah, there it is. Well done. All right, go on out, make someone smile. I'll see you right back here for another CNN 10 Summer Friday next week on Koi Wire, and we are CNN 10.